Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19. Today it is time for the big 5-0 of Season 3 of the Pro Career. It's episode 167 as a whole, and in today's episode we begin our Coral World Grand Prix adventure with the first round against the Scotsman Anthony McGill. Now what I didn't realise, and I've put some pressure on myself here really now with this new Pro Plus aiming aid, we actually got to the quarterfinals of the Coral World Grand Prix in Season 1. So if we don't get there this year, we have a chance of losing some ranking prize money. And as you can see, it is very precarious. The gap between myself, obviously Murphy, Gilbert and Barry Hawkins, that group of three, is very low. So if we go out today, we could end up down in 14th. It's a bit of a slippery slope after that. I mean, we made the quarterfinals of the Welsh Open as well in Season 1. Obviously, the shootout's coming up. That'll be an interesting event. A great event, actually, the shootout, to work on the Pro Plus aiming aid. The Coral Players Championship, we got to the quarterfinal. We didn't really do much in the other tournaments, but this is definitely a challenge against Anthony McGill. So without any further ado, let's get into the Coral World Grand Prix. Now, in the last 32 of the German Masters, we got through it just fine against Hossam Fafai, and you have to say that Anthony McGill, Hossam Fafai, probably quite well-matched players, but it's all well and good saying that. It's how they turn up on the day, and it's fair to say that Hossam Fafai was pretty dreadful when we played against him in the match. Depends whether Anthony McGill turns up today or not. We'll either do this in two parts or one part, depending on how the game goes. Obviously, if it's 4-0, I'm not going to do it in two parts. But just judging on how the game is going. If it's 4-0, obviously it'll only be one episode. If it's 3-1 by frame number 4, we will continue. But if it is 2 each, I love how McGill looks exactly like Sean Dyche in game. If it is 2 each at the 4 frame mark, then we will do probably a second episode. But I'll work that out at the time, just kind of how quickly the game's going and all those sort of variables. But I hope you guys are good. I am back to work now, so not quite as much time on my hands as before. And I'll tell you what, if any of you are in the UK, I'm recording this on Thursday evening, and it is absolutely boiling. Absolutely boiling, and that is not a brilliant way to introduce yourself to the game for Anthony McGill, but fortunately for him, I don't know if he's intended to play that or not, but if he didn't, he has got away with that. Really has. This looks okay to me, though. That'll do. I did think it was a little bit tight for him to hit the red. Is he going to take on the pot here? Well, that's a brilliant pot from that position. Goodness me. Wow. Well, Anthony McGill, you could argue, is already playing better than Hossam Fafai did in the whole match, to be honest. Because that's a brilliant pot to pick out. Such a tight angle. And to be fair, he split a few of the reds. That's a real surprise. Really is. I thought we got that cue ball fairly safe. I didn't think he wanted to have a go at that. But crucially, he has missed the green. But these are never easy to take on. I mean, we don't leave much on if we miss it, but
He's playing for the right corner here.
These aren't easy at all.
He'll want to try and eliminate errors like
Especially on the new aiming aid. It is so tricky. Unless shots are pretty straight, I've got little confidence to take them on at the moment. But that's all part of the learning curve. And unless he goes for the blue here, he's trying to get the ball behind the blue.
Anthony McGill,
Which he has done. Fair play. Good snooker. Gonna try here.
he'll be aware of the risks associated with playing this with too much pace.
I want to try and get in the middle of the two that are already open. Tap the one nearest the black cushion and then get on that cushion, but it's going to be very tight. I don't think we're going to be anywhere near. As you know, my performance of getting out of snooker is pretty rubbish, but to be fair, the position's brilliant, but we just about missed that red. I'm pretty pleased with how we got out of that. Really am. And he has left a very easy chance. He'll be kicking himself. But a starter is sometimes exactly what you need. Just put a bit of more angle onto the cue ball just to make sure we pot this red. And that's our first pot of the game. Oh, that hasn't really helped, hitting that red on the way through. That would have been a chance coming up next, but if we position this right, I think that there's a red out the pack that will go. Should do. Problem is, it's a rather awkward positional shot now. Cagey start here. And I'm going to do the McGill approach. I'm just going to try and get him in a bit of trouble. But I have to say, I am preferring this snooker because, I know I've said it a bit now, probably saying it to death, Pro difficulty became a little bit too much of a potting game. Whereas Pro Plus, you need to use a lot more of your head power, because you know that not everything's potable. So, you've got to think about that a lot more.
And it hasn't worked out all that well.
Hasn't worked out brilliantly here for Anthony at all. It's a good decision, obviously, to put him in the snooker, but after the pot, it's, well, tough position on anything here. I think I knew that before going into this shot. The blue will go, but it's just whether we can pot it and whether we can get the position afterwards. A very cagey start to this match. I genuinely don't know what to play here. Do we? What about that sort of a shot? If we play it to there, where's that going to leave Anthony McGill? Not going to leave anything easy on, are we? Could be completely wrong. Could have played a stupid shot there.
Robertson.
But I think that's probably as safe as it's going to be. Yeah. So. Next shot. I fancy that red, I really do. Shots are nothing time.
Chance here. So
oh, unlucky.
That'll annoy him.
Maybe a little bit too aggressive. Maybe a little bit too positive there. But we saw the opportunity and, well, we nearly took it. But actually, bit of a stroke of luck. He can't get to the pocket. And if he leaves all of these reds safe here, well, he's more of a genius than I am. And I think he's really got away with that red not really going anywhere. That's rather frustrating. I might be wrong. I don't think that red goes to the middle. Let's have a look. No, it's not. Surely it's not going to... It's tight. The yellow being in the way doesn't really help. We've seen there's a gap between the two balls.
This is a half chance.
Well, David Hendon thinks it's a half chance, which makes me think it will pass. There's only one way to find out. Yeah. It doesn't pass. And are we going to get away with it? Need that to run. It has, but we've left another one. As straight as you want. He's not actually going to play that one, surprisingly. He's going to play the one right next to the pocket.
He's on the green.
Okay.
One. He's aiming to sink this into the
And
right
the
corner.
table's open really now to McGill.
5.
Another long pot to take on though here. Again, he's not quite positioning himself brilliantly. And that's what we've got to get into the habit of on this new difficulty.
Well, it goes.
We got it to a T on Pro. Got to do it now, but McGill's missed as well. Well,
Anthony McGill.
neither of us really in brilliant form here. To be quite honest. Just going to try and have a half chance on this red whilst
Fancies this
avoiding everything else that's there. Ooh. It's more realistic this way, though, I think. Definitely. In terms of missing long pots, but we can't take too many liberties because Anthony McGill will take advantage at one point or another. I mean, again, he's not brilliantly positioned here.
He's taking this on.
Taking on the green. Great shot.
Fabulous pot that is.
I mean, he is 20th in the rankings, so you can't underestimate him. He clearly is playing decently. We've beaten him when we've played him before, but A, that was in best of 5 matches, and B, that was on pro difficulty.
He'll be fuming about that.
But yeah, he's not really got any sort of momentum here, and we might be given a chance here. He's got out the snooker, but he has left a chance. I think I'm more confident potting that ball, to be honest. It'll be exactly like on pro difficulty. There'll be angles and shots that you're a lot more confident with than others. That's a good shot. Problem is, where does this position come from?
1.
Can't quite get over how the balls are positioned here. Very peculiar looking table. So if we get here, rather annoyingly the cue's in the way, but oh, nice voice break there, Toby. Let's see how this goes. Yellow's there. I think there's a route through to that red that's nearest the pocket. And rather annoyingly, there's not. I think we might have overcooked that, but does this red pass the other? Oh, it's so difficult to tell. I think it's far away from the pocket, far enough away from the pocket for it to pass. But you just can't tell. The way we're going, we're certainly only playing 4 frames today. Does it pass? Does it pass? I don't... it depends what angle you look at it at, really. I think we take on a shot to nothing and just play this one and hope that we don't hit another one on the way back up.
He's tempted by this red.
Oh man, can we just pop one long shot? And we're going to leave that right over the middle pocket. We need that really to go right on the cushion, which it has.
Neil Robertson, 3.
And he's surely going to have the same problem. Oh no, he can get quite easily to that red, I would think now. The one we were looking that it was going to block before, yeah.
The right corner.
Well,
He'll want to try and tighten up his game a little.
that's a shocker. Not exactly the best standard in this match so far, in this frame.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
Oh, flipping heck. This is the problem with the new difficulty. Even those sort of shots, they're not easy.
What a top pot.
And McGill will take a chance at one point.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
It's going to take time to get used to, but I think it's a good move to make.
7.
Still not regretting moving to Pro Plus, because on Pro difficulty, it's just far too easy. If you're a betting man, you wouldn't get great odds on us winning this match 4-0 on Pro. But on Pro Plus, it should be a lot closer.
14.
Or rather, I suppose, could be 4-0 the other way. Who knows?
This is a
It's been a very unorthodox frame, but to only score 5 off that first frame, given the chances we've had, isn't exactly the best start.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket. 21.
So, the colour
22.
will take it to snooker as required.
Pink ball now.
And it's there. Lovely shot. He's not really got position on anything here.
Opponent now.
So, I suppose we can try and get a snooker.
Anthony McGill.
But he's been very crafty there, actually. I like his thinking. So, just a safety here.
Quite tight on the cushion.
Possible to play a snooker, really, with that red on the butt cushion. It's not against the realms of possibility we can get out of this, though. 46 ahead with 43 remaining, so just one snooker needed for us Depends what sort of ideas that Anthony McGill's got, though, doesn't it?
Well played. Good safety there.
Well, you know how rubbish my safety can be. Probably be evidence of it here. To be honest, that's not too bad. Yes, we haven't got the snooker, but that's a tight pot from there.
This is developing into a fascinating safety battle.
Oh, he's potted the green! He's potted the green!
Neil Robertson.
Well, there you go.
He's playing on from
There's your
this
4
position.
points, ladies and gents. And, well, we need quite a good clearance here, really. We could do with potting the black. I mean, it's black or pink, isn't it, we need, so it might be a good idea to pot the pink instead. It's a little bit trickier to get onto the black.
Lots of power on this shot.
Need to pot this first red, though, which
What
we
a
have.
magnificent pot that is.
The problem is now, after thinking about it, how do we get from the red up to the black?
He's playing for the right corner here.
And I'm just going to play the long pot on the red and try and get on the black that way. That's the only thing I can think of.
7.
I don't know whether to put him in some more trouble here, I don't know. Let's try it.
It looks like he's trying to get the cue ball tight on the
I just think that whatever we do with the red, it's going to go wrong. And I like that.
He's got it. Excellent shot.
So as you can see, 35 ahead. 35 left on the table. As he left this red in a potting position. Oh,
Not ended
well.
well. Tough shot, but not what he was hoping for.
On Pro, I'd take that on every day of the week. But on Pro Plus, I don't really like it. But I'm going to take it on anyway. Oh, man. Why did you take it on?
This red required.
Greed's really not the way to go on Pro Plus because those tight pots you can miss very easily.
The cushion.
And really, all the effort we've made to get the snooker, etc., have been wasted now. I mean, he snookered himself, funnily enough, but it would take a long punt for us to get back into this frame. But we might as well get a bit of experience. Again, we've not exactly played our best game so far today.
He's taking this on to the right middle.
So just getting that one pot at least is going to give us a little bit of encouragement, but we'll concede the frame there. Anthony McGill goes 1-0 up.
And now
I don't think we can beat ourselves up too much about that. It was a very unconventional frame.
Frame lead here and seems in pretty fine form.
I agree. You really get the sense that this next frame is pretty critical to the outcome of this match.
But yeah, we as Neil Fold says, really, we could do with winning this frame. And that looks like a good chance to start with. It's just whether the look of our long pots today has been rubbish. So it's just whether it goes right for us here.
Well, he's taking the red on.
That's a nice shot. That's a nice shot.
Red.
Good start.
1.
Didn't play it with too much power. That was a good strategy to use. Cheap blue still works. Just a bit awkward to get back down, isn't it, after that? That red doesn't pass the black, does it? This side, I don't think. No. Black it is then. We're just going to have to hope we come out. I'm not the best at judging how hard it comes off the cushion. And that's nowhere near enough. I thought it'd be too much, so...
Bad. I wouldn't say it's perfect.
Wouldn't you? Well, let's play the chicken shot here, really, and just roll up to the reds.
Neil Robertson, 8.
And would you believe it, he conceded. That's the right face palm. God.
1.
How you can go from being so mighty to, you know, going up a difficulty and looking like a complete prat. It can happen very easily.
I'm not sure
But
what happened
McGill's
there.
not really in much form, so if we're going to win a frame, surely you'd think we're going to win one against him.
Anthony McGill, 7.
It's not a terrible safety, though, I have to say. Don't know if the plant's on here. I think it's worth a go.
He's looking to get the cue ball safe and tight to the cushion here.
Looking to get the cue ball safe. Well, no. Is the answer. Doesn't go. And again, maybe just a little bit silly to take that sort of shot on, but what else could we do? This is the problem on the new difficulty. It's just getting to grips with things, and maybe it's the wrong time of the season to do it, I don't know, but we certainly couldn't have carried on pro.
3.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
4.
I genuinely can't believe now we made a break 115 on Pro Plus. Just doesn't sit right with me.
9.
The fact that he's forced to use the rest makes it a little trickier.
How did we make a break 115?
Looking to pop
Barely
this
popped a
round.
ball. This is what I don't quite
That's a
understand.
great pot.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
14.
Well, he's treading on eggshells a bit here, is McGill. There's not exactly much on. But what have we got? A total of about 20 points all match, so we can't exactly talk.
Down it goes.
Great cueing there.
15. 20.
If this one goes to the middle, this is a big shot. Let's try and open up the pack.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
Well, that's a great camera angle, isn't it? But I'm assuming it went in. Yep, it did. He's opened up some opportunities, but he's got to pot the bulk colour. And he has.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
24.
And this is a very... I mean, the match as a whole can be described as confidential. Can be... confidential. Why on earth would I use the word confidential? I can't remember what the bloody word was I was going to use now. Unconventional. Where I get confidential from, I've got no idea.
21.
But this match can be described as unconventional. This break, particularly, can be described as unconventional. A yellow, a green, a brown, 3 blues, obviously. The pink's not available. We just need a bit of confidence, I think, in this match. And the way it's panned out so far hasn't given us that.
42.
He just wants to ensure he gets this cue ball.
So, just trying to play the safety here, McGill. Nothing else on pot-wise.
Anthony McGill, 42.
Oh, man. Coming off that middle jaw. I'll tell you something, we've got away with it. Unless he decides to try and pot this. No, we won't. We did get away with that, though, I have to say. Look at the position of that red. Wow. I mean, even we can't miss this, surely. Left it right over the pocket. And we've potentially got the start we need in frame 2. Just got to keep our focus, though. Pretty much a straight blue, so... Again, we can try and build something here.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Nicely done.
6.
Just trying to bear in mind those 2 reds that are loose.
7.
Yeah. I think we play that shot. I think we go for the one on the cushion, but come back towards the black so that we can try and go into the reds.
12.
This, by no means easy, though. It should go, but as I say, given our luck today, it probably won't. But let's see. We'll know pretty much straight away. It looks good. Ah, it's in. Good. Too close to the cushion, though, for my liking. The position's pretty much perfect, but just too close to the cushion. Right, let's just focus on getting the pot right first. Risky shot, particularly if we've misjudged this. Nope, it's there. But where are the reds going to stay? Are we going to get away with this? That looks okay to me. That could turn out to be an inspired decision. Let's see. Be a great bit of confidence to get a clearance from here. Oh, bloody hell.
Neil Robertson, 20.
Yeah, not even the clearance. Couldn't even get the pot. That's... oh, man. That's why you just cannot switch off on this difficulty. Because the red... and the colour, and McGill's 2-0 up. Oh, that's really frustrating. Really is. We had a good chance there. We did all the hard work. Did all the donkey work.
Potting this into the right corner pocket.
Well, it's not all over yet. McGill is almost saying, it's alright, Toby. We know that you're on Pro Plus. I want to give you a chance. And he's given us plenty of those today. So, take 2.
Well, an excellent pot.
1.
Certainly don't want to start playing bloody side, but the problem is, how do you get position for the yellow if we don't play side? It's that straight, surely we can't mess this up.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Yep, it's there. And we've got the position on the yellow. It's just like any normal match now.
8.
Colours are all in position, apart from the pink being a little bit off.
This is a great opportunity.
I agree with Neil Folds. We'll be very lucky to get on the frame, a frame on the board here, and McGill will be kicking himself because we've given him plenty of opportunities to finish it off in this frame.
Decent position on the brown here.
13.
Yeah, this with a lot of power
Playing this
to get
with a
straight
lot
on the
of
blue.
power.
I think it'll come down to the black, will it?
17.
A little bit too straight, if anything. Yeah, it will come down to the black.
This looks
So just 3 balls to pot, and we take our first frame of the match. Underhit that slightly, which makes things a little bit more difficult.
22.
It's okay, though. Can't see us missing from here. Pink puts us ahead. 4 points separate us with 7 left on the table, 1 ball. And this will be a clearance of 35, but you've got to start somewhere. And we take frame number 2 against Anthony McGill, and it's all level now. All square, at 1 each.
That is the frame.
That's a bit of a confidence booster. Hopefully,
Honours even, and this is
that
the
can elevate us to something a little bit better here. But we haven't had a conventional frame yet. Both frames have been very bizarre.
Frame.
Sort of in bits and drabs. No high breaks at all. And I feel like one of those frames is coming up at some point.
pace will be very important.
Well, I
this
think, unless these next 2 frames are very quick, I think we will do the remaining frames in another episode. Do we go for this after the luck we've had today?
He's taking the red on.
I think we do.
And he's missed
And we weren't right too, because we've missed it. I can't believe... It's so tricky because I've played on Pro so long that it's just programmed into you what should go. And obviously I'm not intentionally trying to miss these shots, so
Looks good for a colour.
we're just a smidgen off every time. The problem is it's almost too close, really. too close that it's hitting both of the jaws of the pocket, and it leaves it over the pocket for a tap-in for your opponent. If you're going to miss a shot, you want to miss it by a mile.
Oh, so
But
close.
McGill, once again, doesn't take a chance.
Anthony McGill, 7.
And that is staggering. Only getting 7 out of that opportunity. Crazy. I'm not going to complain. Really not going to complain. Only facer you're up against. Just a safety. Ooh. It's a good shot. It's a good shot from McGill. It's like being at the Tour Championship with no crowd. I don't know where the crowd is. It's all black. Get this back up to the ball cushion. I can't see anything that... Oh, there might be one I've just spotted. And the players can be lethal on this game with long pots, but no, just another safety for McGill. Can't see this safety battle going on very long. There will be something that comes available. Hello. Suicide or a bit of brilliance. We've just got to go for these, you know.
This is really tricky.
Let's see. There we go, because when we do go for it,
That's not ideal.
one chance we'll pot it. But as you can see,
1.
we've been unbelievably unlucky there. And, yeah, there's 2 reds. That's quite unbelievable, isn't it? Crazy, really. Well, if we can pull this off, it'd be magnificent. Can't see it, but I suppose you never know. A little bit softer. We're just going to scrape the brown. The problem was, if we didn't, we'd leave ourselves in a difficult position.
Foul, really.
And we just about missed the brown.
Foul and a miss.
We'll try that again,
Neil Robertson,
because we weren't too far off.
Anthony McGill, 4.
Don't mind giving away 4 points here. Just to try this. 0.6 the other way again. Oh. So close.
That's
Did we
jealous.
skim the brown that time? Oh, God.
Foul and a
You
miss.
forget all about that, don't you?
Anthony McGill, 4. I have to warn you, if you fail to hit a ball on this stroke, the frame will be awarded to your opponent.
Oh, well, that kind of confirms we just need to go for something very basic here. The problem is that... Oh, we're going to struggle to get things safe, aren't we? But I can't risk going for that brown again. I'll take it. It's far better than losing the frame on that shot. But it also gives him an opportunity. Can't miss at that pace, can he? Surely not. No.
Wonderful shot.
He couldn't have played that any better.
I mean, we snookered ourselves, remember? It wasn't Anthony's doing. We were rather unlucky. Given the shot we just potted. Potted a really nice red. Cannoned into one. And we just got snuck with 2 of them. And if it wasn't 3 fouls and a miss, lost you the game, I would have persisted with that shot. But,
That's a top
yeah,
shot.
I don't
Well
fancy
Oh, wonderful
losing
shot.
the frame because of a bit of experimenting.
played. Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
When you play him at that pace, there's no way you're going to miss it.
He's
The
looking
problem
for
is, it
something
doesn't give you
like
the best
brown.
position. And what's he playing here? Surely just a safety. That green ain't going in at that pace. And, well, he's starting to wind me up now.
That's what he was attempting.
Anthony McGill, 14.
Trying to get this on the
He could well leave an opportunity if he
cushion,
careful.
but I'm never that accurate. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a bit harsh. Bit harder would have been alright.
Disappointed with
But
that
he's going
shot, I think.
to... Well,
Foul.
yeah, he's going to play another safety
Anthony
here.
McGill, 4.
I mean, ironically, we got the pot that's opened this all up, actually. And, oh, does that go? I think it does.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
He's playing the side. Well, it can't go, can it? We must be dreaming. No, it doesn't. But at least it makes our job a little bit easier. Tend to try and get this in behind the yellow. Difficult task. Hang on. Hang on. Where's that red ball going? More importantly, where's the cue ball going? Come on, red. Oh!
There, but it's a poor result.
I did think straight after hitting that shot, I thought, oh, we could cannon into those two reds on coming back down the back to bulk. And alas, we did. We'd have been absolutely destroyed by a player that's better than Anthony McGill.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. What a tremendous pot.
And he can thank us for that
I'll
one.
be very pleased with that shot.
Definitely can thank us for this one coming up.
8.
We left it over the pocket for him.
9.
But a very scrappy match continues. I can't see him losing this frame now.
12.
This is the problem. We've not been used to playing this sort of snooker for a while. The snooker where you've really got a battle. We've just been used to whacking a long red in and that really been it. But I'll tell you something, McGill,
Anthony McGill, 30.
it's like he's on a new aiming aid. Honestly. I need to be delicate with this. This could all blow up in my face. It's okay though. Yeah, it's almost like McGill's on a new aiming aid because he's missing shots that he really shouldn't be missing.
Well, he's taking it on.
He's taking that on, is he? Oh, bloody hell.
1.
Great pot. Great pot.
Anthony McGill, 1.
That's not such a great safety. Seems such a shame after what he's just played there to have completely mucked that up like the way he did. I mean, look at this. There's nothing on here at all. It's a frustrating time for us, but I think we've just got to get on with it here and try and soldier through.
Control over the pace of the white with this shot.
That's a shocker.
I agree.
And in it goes.
This is the problem, isn't it?
Simply wonderful.
We're being dealt quite a few nasty safeties here, and the safeties we are playing are pretty rubbish, are pretty nasty too, pretty crap. And
Anthony McGill, 1.
I just can't get over this. Cannot get over the shots that Anthony McGill is missing. We've got an excuse. We're on a new aiming aid. What's McGill's excuse?
1.
He's only just about better than us, and that's saying something.
Long pot, right up his street.
Surely this blue will pass the brown, right? I don't want to take the risk. I'm going to go for the brown. I don't look a complete imbecile. The brown will definitely go.
Excellent.
Yeah,
cueing.
it's there.
5.
This has been quite the match. Quite the match so far. Christ, the line's going everywhere. Straight on this, and we should be quite cushy to get one of these into the middle. Next up. Long way back into the frame because of the point situation.
13.
But if we just maintain a little bit more focus than we did last time, we should be okay. Surely that can't miss.
Shot coming up.
That's a
Yep.
top shot.
It's good.
Outstanding potting.
14.
This one a little bit more awkward, actually. Didn't consider that. This looks like a good positional shot, though. That will do.
21.
This sort of shot on pro aiming aid, though, would be a doddle. On this aiming aid, not so much. Play it with a bit of power, just so we got some insurance if we miss.
Missed pot.
And that's the sort of thing you want to do, because, you know, we've missed it, but
Neil Robertson.
if we'd have played that all softly, we'd left it right over the pocket. At least it gives McGill a challenge. Yes, he might well pot this, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, he has.
That's just outstanding.
So that's frame over. McGill wins it.
Cue ball control. Excellent.
But at least we gave him a challenge, and,
1.
you know, but we're going to have to suck it up that we might lose a few frames. But at least this is a challenge, one I'm
6.
willing to take on.
9.
It's a big adjustment, though.
13.
All of it is.
18.
But I'd be very happy to win the next frame.
20.
If we lose the next frame, I'm starting to get a bit worried, to be honest. We need to win the next frame, and that's coming up for you right now.
And that is the frame. Well played.
So Anthony McGill to break off here.
He's taken the lead here.
He'll be wanting to press home the advantage now. This next frame.
There's now going back to pro now.
Thank you. The 4th frame.
There's no point.
Anthony McGill to break.
It's just a learning curve. Surely we won't hit the reds coming back up, will we? Oh, for Christ's sake. I'll tell you what is terrible, my centre safety. I thought we'd missed the reds altogether, but that could be very, very catastrophic, and it might still well be. We'll leave him a chance. It was a good break-off, to be honest.
He's looking to drop this into the middle pocket.
But again, he's not making anything easy for himself here.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Phew, Jesus.
What an
Good pot,
excellent
mind.
that is.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
4. 11. 12.
And if you are new to the series, well, if you're new to the series, I don't think you'd have watched to this point. You'd have gone, God, he's rubbish.
19.
I must admit, there is a part of me that's starting to regret going to this aiming aid. I'm like, oh no.
20.
Because we could tarnish the good work we've done this year. But again, as I've said, there's just no other alternative. Sure, we'd lose the odd game, but especially in a long match, we'd just get the better of our opponent every time.
28.
Because once you get some momentum on Pro, you can't really stop a player. Whereas on Pro Plus, I mean, it might well be the same. Again, if you're experienced there, but one thing that Anthony McGill really hasn't got today, neither of us have got, and McGill
Anthony McGill.
is
28.
baffling, really, that he just can't seem to
He's only
pot
to sink
much
this into
at
the
all.
right corner.
That's not a bad shot, though, from us. Can be proud of that one.
Shot.
1.
This is a half chance.
So can we do as we wanted? Can we go and win frame number 4 now?
7.
think we've just got to pop the blue and go into the reds here.
Needs to take this chance.
I agree with Neil Folds for once. The Pro Plus version of Neil Folds is a much nicer chap than he was before. But I'll agree with him when he says that this next shot is out of position.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Try and play it like this with the top, but I can't see it working. No. Didn't think so. It's worth a go though.
13.
Just got two straight on the blue, basically. That's what it boiled down to in the end.
Safe here.
Need a good safety. Would be nice. I think we've got it for the most part.
Neil
Yeah, we've got the snooker.
30.
He's out of it. And he's left a chance.
Well, he's a foul, but he's left a pot on.
I have to play this a lot harder than I'd want to.
One.
Staggering, really. Butchered that position for the black, but luckily we got the cheap blue. Happy days. I agree with what Fold said earlier.
Long pot attempt.
We've got to take a chance. Flippy neck.
No, not this time.
Oh.
Close, but a miss nonetheless.
We've got to take a chance at some point,
Robertson,
he said. And we just can't take a chance. And I don't know how many more McGill will give us, to be honest.
8. 9.
How did we miss that blue?
16. 17.
Computer's starting to rev up now, interestingly. Oh, there you go. If it blows up, then the Pro Plus adventure will be over. And you'll never see this.
27.
It is getting a bit loud. Bizarre. Apologies if you can hear that.
It's tricky.
But I think, yeah, 42 ahead. The black
He's full of confidence.
will put McGill 3-1 ahead.
28.
So we'll need a good second session here to go and beat him. We'll need to get 3 out of 3. And the way the match has gone so far, I can't see, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, played it well.
McGill's not played too well. We certainly haven't played well, I acknowledge that completely. But hopefully we'll have a new lease of life. I'll take a bit of a time away. I think practice is what we're going to need. We're just going to need practice. And the best form of practice is match practice.
44.
Rather than sitting on the practice table yourself. This is probably the best break McGill's had for the match so far.
53.
Good green.
6. 60.
I think he'll still get the blue. Yeah, he will. Black and pink for a very good clearance. Try that the other way around, Toby. Yeah, just the black needed.
Great technique.
And a good break of 78.
71.
I'll tell you what, but how did we make a break 115 on this difficulty? I have no idea, but
And the frame.
at the interval, in quotation marks,
Take that frame.
Anthony McGill leads us by 3 frames to 0. And to be honest, in the frame we won, we were lucky
Neil
to win it.
Robertson to break.
So, you know, it's a bit of a catch-22, really. Pro Plus definitely not going our way today. But if you enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and also on a Sunday. But until the next time, I've been TIJ. I was going to say review TIJ there. I mean, that's like a channel that's 5 years old. This Pro Plus thing has completely thrown everything out the water. But I've been TIJ Gamer, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.